Maybe we have to run on a wall. I had to run on a wall. And we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, a wonderful wiz, if ever there was, there was. If ever there was, there was, there was. Because that's what Jedi Academy is all about, and that's not where I was supposed to go. Where am I going? Do I do this? And then... Oh, shoot! Okay, I think I know. No. There we are. That's what it was. Here's the ticket.
What is this place?
I don't know. Something from the Uncharted series? I'd say Tomb Raider, but I think that's a dead franchise.
Alright. Let's look.
Disaster. Huge massive rock fell through the roof and slammed into the Saturnian sanctuary, indicating intense seismic activity above the ground. Okay.
Power's still running down here. Let's see if we can hit the lights.
Jedi chamber? It's just a spoiler! Location description. Don't give me spoilers. What am I supposed to do? Oh, never mind. Whoa! Do I put that in here? Do I put that... Can I just drop it? Yes, I can.
Not bad. Think we could walk on that?
Well, we are. So, yes. Oh, hello, Lolo. Oh, my word. That is a phrase.
Careful, BD.
Oh, is this the key that the Sky Reaver or whatever people that we're looking for? Whoa!
I came as soon as I could, Master Creed.
The High Republic?
I'm sorry it has come to this.
Really?
Will it be a complete memory purge?
No.
The High
Only what the
Republic.
council demanded.
Then at least I shall remember you. I am ready.
You're really doing that, huh? You're really doing the High Republic.
What is your name, droid?
I am CNA4, of course. How may I serve the order?
Z. Tell me how to navigate the Kobo Abyss.
I have no information on that in my memory banks. Master Creed, you are aware the Republic has issued a full-scale evacuation order.
I am. That is why I have a very important task for you, Z.
To die.
Take this.
And kill yourself.
Tuna. Oh, what a fine model. Oh my!
Use that to open the forest array. Travel underground. Stop for no one. That is an order, Z.
Am I not coming with you?
No. The key to Tanalor is in that array. If you do not hurry, I fear it will be lost forever.
On my quest to
May
Tanalor,
the Force be with you.
we lose our way. How many Blind Guardian fans are there out there? Oh, I can't believe. Really? High Republic?
I think this droid has been here for hundreds of years.
Yeah, the High Republic is supposed to have taken place hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. I really... I'll kill you! I'll kill you all!
Or is it night? Something's very wrong.
Is your name Z?
Yes, it is. How do you... Oh, no!
Oil can! Oil can!
I've been trapped for... How long has it been?
I'm Cal. This is BD. We're gonna help you.
Lolo, I'm actually a big Star Wars fan, but that's one of the reasons why I detest mostly everything that Disney does these days. And the High Republic is something that Disney created. And I really hate it. I really hate that they are... I mean, so far it's just a reference. It's just a reference, but... Yeah. Wait, see here. As meteors streak across the cobalt sky, Santa Cree charged the droid Z and the A4 or Z to recover the key to Tanalorr from the forced array. Unbeknownst to Z, Master Cree has just purged all knowledge of how to navigate the cobalt abyss from the droid's memory banks. Is that the only thing it showed me? Is there no introduction for... Okay, here we are. Z is a droid from the High Republic era. I hate the High Republic. I hate just about everything Disney has brought to the franchise. Tasked by Jedi Master Santari Cree to recover the key to Tanalorr, she immediately takes to Cal, though she questions his unconventional attire. Oh, I guess I haven't gotten to that part yet. Does she have a nipple? Is that what... It's right here. There's one breastplate that's still intact, but the other one's missing, and she seems to have a nipple. Is anybody else noticing that? Let's try and get closer. Oh, wait. One side? Well, wait, that... No, wait, that looks different than your description or your whatever thing. Wait, go back. Data bank. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Is it just like a darker shade? Why is this side darker than this side? Okay, maybe it's just darker. I thought like there was a chunk missing from her armor right here, and she had a nipple underneath. I thought that would be weird. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Lolo. Let's see, my friend is like that too. He likes the movies, the video games are hit and miss, but overall likes Disney sometimes. Lolo, at the beginning, I liked what Disney was doing for Star Wars. I really liked what Disney was doing from Star Wars. It became very clear all too quickly that Disney had no idea what they were doing for Star Wars. And I think everything that we liked at the beginning was just the excitement in the eye. It was the honeymoon phase. It was the honeymoon phase of Disney buying Star Wars, where we were all just so happy to get more Star Wars that I know I was this way. We were willing to look past like all the mistakes and all the red flags of what was to come. Like everybody was saying how like the Force Awakens was just a remake of A New Hope, and there was a lot of problems, and I was just like, I don't care. I had a great time with it. I think it was perfectly fine. And everybody went crazy for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, but in truth, what everybody was really going crazy for was the last 10 minutes with the Darth Vader hallway scene. That's what we were all going crazy about, but we were like, Rogue One is great, love. And then, The Last Jedi came out. And I've said this before, The Last Jedi, it is a good movie. It is competently made, it is well directed, it's well acted, but the decisions that were made in that movie about what to do with Star Wars and their characters, that is where it went really, really wrong, and really it took a... No, shut up, I don't care. Where it made a lot of mistakes. And the fan backlash was so severe, and this is where I really start to turn off from Star Wars, and Disney in general. It's because Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, said when he was building, when Disney was building Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the amusement park, Star Wars Land, he's famously said, we don't even have to advertise this land because it's Star Wars. People will just show up. It doesn't matter what we build or what we say. If it just has Star Wars on it, people will show up. And that is the reason why Disney bought Star Wars, because they were like, it doesn't matter what we do. If we put Star Wars in the title, people will show up, or people will buy it, people will see it. And so after The Last Jedi came out, and there was a big fan backlash to it, because mostly what they did with Luke Skywalker, a lot of fans said, we hate this, we hate what you're doing, and we're not seeing your next movie. Because the movie after that was going to be Solo, a Star Wars story. Because they're like, we hate this, and we didn't even ask you to make a Solo movie. Or a Han Solo movie. Everybody asked, like, why are you making this? This is completely unnecessary. And Disney's arrogance about Star Wars is like, oh yeah, right, you're gonna see the next Star Wars movie. What are you gonna do? Not see the next Star Wars movie? Give us a break. And you know what happened? Solo lost money. Solo was the first official bomb, Star Wars bomb at the box office. Solo lost money. And that's when Disney was like, oh crap. The Star Wars fans won't just show up and see or buy anything that says Star Wars on it. Okay, and that's when Disney, like the panic, came in. And that's where when the wheels on the Star Wars parade started coming off. Where all of a sudden, Disney realized, like, we actually have to try, or we have to please the fans, but we don't necessarily want to please the fans, because one of the reasons why... This is another problem with Disney, which is Disney doesn't want Star Wars just to be the franchise that caters to the fan base that it's had for like the last 40, 50 years. 50 years? Not quite 50 years, more 4 years. They want to expand the franchise, which it makes sense. But basically, they were like, all right, so we need to, so that Star Wars appeals to a broader audience, we have to change Star Wars. And of course, the hardcore fans were like, whoa, what do you mean change Star Wars? Don't worry, guys. You're going to like the changes we make. No, we don't. A lot of us do not like the changes they've done with Star Wars. And they keep on making changes, and they keep on making changes. And this is one of the problems with Star Wars. And it's not just Star Wars. It's a lot of intellectual properties. Or not even just intellectual properties, but it's just, this is human nature in general. It's just when you get people who are very up their own buttholes and arrogant, and a lot of CEOs and producers in Hollywood and people in like major corporations, Fortune 500 companies, they are really arrogant and up their own buttholes and think how intelligent they are. They will never admit a mistake. They will never say, we screwed up, we apologize, and we're gonna make this right. It's a very strong, good leader or CEO who does that. Unfortunately, those people do not currently work for Lucasfilm or the Walt Disney Corporation. All they can do is say, well, it's not us. I mean, nobody's really buying what we're selling. It can't be something we did. It must be the consumer's fault. It goes back to that classic scene and now classic meme on the internet from The Simpsons of Principal Skinner looking for the children who skipped school. And he goes to like, there are no children here at the 4-H club either. Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. He just can't believe that he doesn't know what kids are into, and that's why he can't find any kids. That's Star Wars, that's Lucasfilm, that's Disney. They're like, we are a major Fortune 500 company. We make billions of dollars. There's no way we could possibly be screwing this up. It has to be the fans. They're the problem. And who in their right mind, well, I wouldn't say they're not in their right mind, they're crazy, thinks that the way to make a successful franchise is to go to war with your customers. It is this insane philosophy that is prevalent in Hollywood, television, marketing, product, just all over the world. People are just like, we're selling you this thing, and if you don't like it, you're the problem, and we don't want you to buy the product. I thought that was the problem in the first place, that people aren't buying your product. And that's just what Disney and Lucasfilm does. Let's see here. Is like that too? Yes, looks like I think it's just one. Yeah, after The Mandalorian or something. I kind of disliked Rogue One, but that's because they gave you the plot in the title scroll. I mean, fair enough. It is bad that they enjoyed the Solo movie, but my friend told me it didn't have to do anything with the timeline, and then I got sad. But then I was like, okay, never mind. Franchise, the consumer's fault. Oh, that's a lie. Well, that's my point, Lolo. Is there's a lot of people who they refuse to believe that they made a bad movie, wrote a bad book, made a bad TV show, just did a bad job. Because this is also something that we kind of know about people who go into the entertainment industry. A lot of people who become singers, actors or just go for very influential positions of power, they have very, very, very low self-esteems. A lot of them have a Napoleon complex. Not all of them, obviously. I brought up a couple of days ago that some of the best actors or people in Hollywood are Harrison Ford and Denzel Washington. And the reason why they're both amazing is whenever you talk to them about acting and how important acting are and how great they are, they go, hey, it's a job, okay? It's just a job. Yes, I get paid a lot and I'm famous for the job, but it's just a job, okay? Harrison Ford brings up, it's before I was an actor, I was a carpenter. Really in the grand scheme of things, one isn't more important than the other. It's just a job. Or Denzel Washington just did a round table with a bunch of other actors from different Hollywood movies. Mel Gibson was there and a bunch of other people I don't remember, but because the camera was primarily focused on them. But he talked about, before I was an actor, I was a garbage man. Before I was a garbage man, I worked at the airport in luggage. Those were hard jobs. Being an actor is not a hard job. When people come up to me or I hear actors talk about how hard my job is or how hard it is to be an actor, I just look at them and go, oh yeah, you want to talk about hard? Go serve in Iraq. Go do a tour in Iraq, okay? Or go hear about your child getting blown up or getting their legs blown off over on the other side of the world because they were serving the military. That's a hard job. That's hard. Acting isn't hard. The same thing goes with writing, producing, and things like that. It's not a hard job. It's actually not that important in the long run. And I think a lot of actors, I think a lot of producers, I think a lot of people in Hollywood kind of know that. Which is, right now, there's a big worry that there's going to be a writer's strike in Hollywood. Because, mostly because they're not getting really any revenue from digital streaming. And they want that in their contracts going forward. But there was a writer's strike in Hollywood 10, 15 years ago. And the writers thought that, oh, well, Hollywood is just going to come to a grinding halt. And you know what Hollywood did? All those producers and directors and TV studios, they just made a bunch of reality TV. They're like, all right, fine, we're just going to have unscripted, unwritten TV shows. And what the writers apparently have forgotten is that you're not irreplaceable. We can just make something else. If you're not going to write something, we'll just do something else. We don't actually need you. Or, even more scary, is that we're getting to the point where AIs are going to start writing movies. Or at least start writing the first drafts of movies. So, yeah, long story short, I don't like what Disney has done with Star Wars. I continue to dislike what Disney has done with Star Wars. And yeah, your friend was right. The Mandalorian, I like Mandalorian Season 1. I think Mandalorian Season 2 is pretty good. I haven't even watched Season 3. Because I don't care anymore. I don't care. When Mandalorian Season 2 ended, I still cared about Star Wars. I don't care anymore. I'm playing this because I liked the first one, and this game is heavily inspired by Dark Souls. And I love Dark Souls. I love the Soulsborne franchise. Star Wars Soulsborne, I'm totally into it. The fact that they just referenced the High Republic, and I'm like, oh my goodness, please do not bring up Disney Star Wars in this game. Because the way that I will be able to enjoy this game is if you just ignore all of the Disney Star Wars stuff. Just ignore all of the recent Disney Star Wars stuff. Okay? Just have a... I want to enjoy this in a vacuum. Where you don't talk about or reference anything else that Disney has done for the last 5 years in Star Wars. Please. Let's see. That's also a film studies major, and he likes the strange indie art. Sounds kind of... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is... Like I said, this is very a Dark Souls-y game because, you've got your basic attack. Now, your attack that... You don't have a stamina bar, but you do have a parry system. What? Oh, dagnabbit. You do have a parry system. Which, okay, to be fair, that's kind of the most Dark Soulsian aspect of the game, but also the difficulty. You can die from a very basic enemy in this game if you're not careful. Okay, what was I doing? Can I grab this? Hey, can I grab you? Yes, I can.
You are a Jedi! Or are my photoreceptors completely shot?
Not completely, Z. I'm a Jedi, alright.
But you're not even wearing the proper robes!
I'm more of a poncho guy.
Except you're not wearing a poncho. What is this? What is this thing? Nothing. Okay. What in the world? Okay.
Use the orbs to activate the bridge, then you can reach the crane controls. I think, after so many idle years, who really knows?
This droid's got more than a screw loose.
What was that?
I say you're crazy!
Hold tight, Z.
Oh, shucks. Alright, well. This. And then we do this. Which does nothing that I can immediately tell. I can't. Oh, no, I can't. I would say I am very different from him because I really like bad or mid movies. Oh, Lolo. There are a lot of really terrible movies, which I love. I'm okay with terrible movies, but I think it's because, one, the terrible movies that I really, really like are movies that they're aware that they're terrible. Like, they're not going to pretend like they're going to be Citizen Kane or they're going to be one of the greatest things ever made. Usually, good, terrible movies are being made by people who are very aware of what they're doing and what they're making. I had to... No? Am I not... Do I not turn it? Am I not turning this? Or do I do this? No. Can I do this? Oh, that's what I do. I do that. But anyway, yeah, it's by a bunch of people who, like, they know. Like, the people who made Sharknado, they were very aware of what they were making. So they were just like, hey, we're not going to try and make a movie that's going to win the award. Let's just make the best movie we can or have the most fun that we possibly can. And those are when you get, like, really, really fun, memorable films. I mean, the Fast and the Furious franchise, they're not trying to make fine art. But
Be free soon, Z.
because of that...
I've only been pinned here for a while. I don't have your name in my databanks. When did you pass the trials?
Never took them. I was knighted in the field.
And what was the reason for this flagrant breach of protocol?
It's a long story.
Okay, so yeah, the Fast and the Furious franchise, like, the last couple Fast and the Furious movies have made close to $1 billion each. Because they're not trying to make movies that win awards. They're just trying to make movies that their audience will really, really enjoy. Star Wars, I don't know what they're trying to do. Well, no, I take that back. I do know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make movies that they feel will make them a lot of money. But because of that, okay, is this not... There it goes. But their philosophy on how to make a lot of money is by making what they refer to as like a 4-quadrant film, where it's not just like 20 to 32-year-old men will go see their movie. They want repeat viewing from men, women, children. Oh.
Come here. I want to thank you face to face.
Okay. Anyway, you know what? While this controller is charging, let me get this. They want to, it's kind of like, so, this weekend, the Super Mario Brothers movie is expected to make over $1 billion. Finally go over the 1 billion mark. People are thrilled about that. Illuminations, Universal, who are responsible for it, they're thrilled about that. But one of the reasons why it's going to make $1 billion is because it is a 4-quadrant film. You know who went to see the Super Mario Brothers movie? Everybody who likes the Super Mario Brothers. You know who likes the Super Mario Brothers movie? Multi-generations. Grandparents like the Super Mario Brothers movie because they played Super Mario Brothers back when it was Donkey Kong in the 70s or in the early 80s when it was the first Super Mario Brothers movie. 30 to 40-year-olds will go see the Super Mario Brothers movies because they grew up playing the Super Mario Brothers game in the 80s, but the Super Mario Brothers World game in the 1990s. Kids today, millennials, Gen Z, they'll go see the Super Mario Brothers movie because they're playing Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario Rabbids or whatever in the world is the new game, Super Mario Sunshine, blah, blah, blah. That is a 4-quadrant film. Boys, girls, everybody is familiar and has a positive relationship with the Super Mario Brothers movie. Disney wants that for Star Wars. They want everybody to go see a Star Wars film, but Disney or Star Wars' primarily fan base is a bunch of guys and a lot of older guys. So Disney was like, we need to make this more appealing to everybody. So how do we make girls interested in Star Wars? Well, let's add a lot more girls, more main character girls into Star Wars. Let's change this. Let's change this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And unfortunately, this is a problem with a lot of media these days, which is if you're a good writer, if you know what you're doing, you will be able to introduce a brand new character and make people really, really like them. Just because of the strength of that character, the strength of their traits, and everything like that. What a bad writer does is I'm going to introduce this new character, but I don't know, or I should say they go, I want to make sure people like this character, but they have this other character who is already pre-existing in the franchise, who people really, really love, is beloved. How do I make people like this new character when you've got this person standing next to him? Oh, I know. I'll make people dislike the old character, and then for some reason they feel like likability and popularity is a finite amount of water that can only fit a franchise can only have so much of this water, but it has multiple glasses, and each glass is a different character. So they're like, okay, this glass is almost filled to the entire top. So let me take some of the water out of this glass and pour it into some of these other characters or this other character. And then I'm going to put that glass down. So now the character that I wrote or the character that I own, so I get a bigger royalty check when that character is used, now its popularity is more than half of the glass. And this other character, who used to be extraordinarily popular, well, now it's just a little less than half the glass. And that's how, let's face it, that's what happened with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was beloved. I mean, people still do love Luke Skywalker, but that's why they absolutely hate what happened to him in The Last Jedi. Because what did they do with Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi? They turned him to this hermit, living alone, terrified of going out into the galaxy because he's like, oh, I screwed up. Well, I can't bear to look at all my friends and family's face anymore, so I'm just gonna live here by myself. I don't deserve to go out and be happy, or I'm not gonna try and fix the problems that I made. Oh, I've just done such a bad job. I'm just gonna stay here. And you're just like, what? That was my childhood hero. What? And I mean, the directors and the writers have basically said, like, well, I mean, what we were trying to do is, Luke Skywalker, it wasn't the fact that Luke Skywalker failed. It was just that the legend of Luke Skywalker just got so out of control that Luke Skywalker himself knew he could never like go or fulfill or meet the expectations people had for him. And I'm like, that doesn't explain why he didn't even try. That doesn't explain why he stayed on the island because people expected too much of him. That's bullcrap. That is you trying to cover up your mistakes. So once again, I'm like, don't. That's one of the main reasons why I really had a hard time caring about Star Wars after Disney bought it. Which is, like I said, if you screw up, just say, we made a mistake. We're gonna try and do better. We're gonna try and learn from our mistakes. We're gonna try and make it up to you. Which is instead much like a 6-year-old or a kid who gets caught doing something wrong, and they don't just admit, like, hey, I did something wrong. They come up with excuses for why. Well, actually, Mom, what I was doing is, the reason the house caught on fire is because there was all these cockroaches. There were all these cockroaches in the wall, and the only way to get them out is by smoking them out. So I started the smoking, but then the fire got a little out of control. But not because I did anything, but because there were all these oily rags down on the ground that, I mean, the oily rags had to be there because we were doing all that furniture repair, and the varnish was all over the place, and they had to be close right next to it. It was like, no, you screwed up. Just admit you screwed up, and then we can address the problem. We can examine the problem. We can then make a plan to fix the problem, and we can move ahead. But that's not what Disney does. That's not what Star Wars does anymore. They say, there's no problem. You're the problem. If you don't like what we're doing these days, that's because there's something broken inside you. We couldn't possibly be screwing anything up because we're being paid the big bucks to make this stuff. And for the simple fact that we were given this job, that means we obviously know what we're doing. It's like the worst government you could possibly have. Like, there's plenty of people in the government who feel the exact same way, which is like, I'm governor, senator, president, or something like that. So clearly I'm making the right choices. And don't you dare question me. He also talked about them too. Wait, Dark Souls. But I would say I am very different from him. Yeah, he also just talked about them too. AKA Fast and Furious. When we saw a movie poster because we watched a great movie this past Thursday, and he was like, why am they making more? And I was like, I agree, but that's because Bruce Willis is getting kind of old and has the problems. I think it was ALS. The Hermit was kind of dumb, but that was just me. And what's worse, Lolo, is I said this after the fact, which is, if your intent was to get Luke Skywalker, the chess piece that was Luke Skywalker, off of the board, because Luke Skywalker would be a Jedi Master, and like, how could any problem arise when Luke Skywalker is in the galaxy? He would fix the problem. All you have to do is, like, there's already pre-established lore in Star Wars for why Luke Skywalker can't be in the picture anymore, or why he has to disconnect himself from the Force. Because, and this is the problem, this is something that I don't think actually Star Wars has really addressed, which is, what do they keep on saying in Star Wars? It's like, you have to bring balance to the Force. There has to be balance. Equal amount of light, equal amount of dark. You can't have too much light or too much dark. There has to be balance. Well, if you want to, like I said, bring or take Luke Skywalker off the board, what you could do is, like, after the event of Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker learned more about the Force. He went on all these crazy adventures all throughout the galaxy. He got more and more and more powerful. He learned more and more about the Force. He started a new Jedi Order. He did everything that every child who grew up with the Star Wars films dreamed of Luke Skywalker doing. He became one of the most, if not the most powerful Jedi Knight of all time. But you can't destroy the dark side. You can't destroy the Sith. It just gets recreated somewhere. It's the old saying, like, energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed. So, unbeknownst to Luke Skywalker in the New Republic and blah, 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 as Jedi Master Luke Skywalker becomes more and more powerful and he creates these new Jedi Knights Order, the light side is growing stronger and stronger and stronger. But that means somewhere out in the galaxy, the dark side is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's an event, there's a battle, there's a war, there's a phantom menace, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to think of it as, which appears it is more powerful than the Empire. It's more powerful than any Sith or any threat that's ever existed in the galaxy. There's battles, there's wars, it goes back and forth until finally Luke Skywalker has the realization of, I know why the dark side is so powerful. It's because I've become so powerful. And the more powerful I become, the stronger the dark side will become, because there has to be a balance. The only way for me to significantly weaken the dark side in this new threat to galactic stability and peace is I have to disappear. I have to disconnect myself from the Force. I have to take all that power of the light side of the Jedi that I encompass, and I have to just erase it and get rid of it. And that will take like a crippling blow to the other side, so that the rebellion or the rebels or Leia, Han, and my Jedi Order, which I've created, they will actually have the chance, the capabilities of defeating this new threat. But that only happens if I'm not in the picture. So it is a sacrifice of Luke Skywalker to live on an island, to be over here, still like be in communication with everybody, to like still see what's going on, which makes him like living on the island even more tragic and dramatic, because he can see the suffering, the death, the bloodshed that's going out in the galaxy, and he knows I could help, but me helping will only make things worse. I have to stand and watch. It almost also makes Luke Skywalker kind of like almost like a god-like figure, where he's just like, I could step in and save the day, but I'm Luke Skywalker. I am mortal. One day I will die. I can't step in and solve the problem every single time. The people, the government, these civilizations, these cities, these races, these fleets, these whatever, they have to be able to figure out how to do this on their own without me. Again, he still becomes the hero, but he can't become an active hero. Why am I just a stupid schlub on the internet? Just some rando person over here who's not getting paid a dime to fix these problems. Why am I able to come up with a better solution to the we need to get rid of Luke Skywalker problem that they wanted to do in The Last Jedi? Why am I able to make something that wouldn't cheese the fans off? Maybe because I'm not arrogant about it. Maybe because I'm like, I also realize like this might not work and there might be holes. Maybe there are holes in this, and maybe there's some problems with it, and people could figure out better ways to do it. I'm willing to accept that. But I don't think Disney is. I don't think the people that run Lucasfilm are willing to say that. And that's... I mean, maybe that's the reason why there hasn't really been anything good Star Wars. That's the reason why there hasn't been a Star Wars movie in like 5-6 years. When originally they said they were going to come out with a movie every single year. And most of it's just been straight to Disney Plus. And they all kind of suck. Obi-Wan Kenobi sucked. This last season of The Mandalorian, which in their defense, I haven't watched. But I've heard it really sucks. I haven't watched the second season of The Bad Batch. It probably doesn't suck, but I watched the first season. It's fine. It was fine. It's not very good, but it's fine. Boba Fett kind of sucked. Cad Bane showed up. That was awesome, but that's because Cad Bane was awesome in the Clone Wars. And him just showing up in live action was... You were already cool. You're showing... Oh, now he's dead. Oh, well... Thank you for getting rid of that, that thing that we really loved. Just like Luke Skywalker. You guys really like to bring in the stuff that we love just to see it, just so we can watch it die. Seems to be a repeating theme with Disney Star Wars. But anyway, how much juice has my controller gotten? Still nothing. Okay. Hi. I've just been talking about how your franchise is dead.
Thank you, Cad.
Don't mention it.
I've been delayed long enough. Oh. Not now. Hold it together.
Mind if I take a look?
She is the Tin Man.
Well, I must admit, I am in need of repair.
Ow, ow, ow! I have pain receptors! Ow!
A planet hidden within the Kobolds. It's home to a Jedi temple. A bastion of the Order's light on the galactic frontier. At least that's what my master hoped Tanalorr might become.
That should do it for now.
What exactly did you do?
Well, I can help with that. It's this... Was it that? No. Oh! Yes, it is this way. Follow me.
I say we kill her, Cal.
Oh, now I see where we are. A meditation chamber. Master Kree designed these to train Jedi. I remember this.
Whoa!
Don't recall what it does, however. Master Kree had a brilliant mind. Do you know her, Cal?
Can't say I do.
No matter, but I think she would have liked you.
After she knocked some sense into you.
The exit is this way. I am very
New
fortunate
perk.
you came
Wait.
along when you did.
Yeah, we could have been down here forever.
So, none of you, no part of you, like, disintegrates or falls apart after thousands of years,
That
huh?
planet you mentioned. What's it like?
Tanalorr? Oh, what a wondrous place.
How do I get there?
Navigate the Kobolds.
That must be the knowledge your master purged from your memory banks.
Well, she must have had her reasons.
Why'd you tell me exactly how to get there? Oh. I guess I'm supposed to look this way. Joe, hey, is that somebody's leg? Oh, it's a droid. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh. None of this. Since the last time I stood here. And the sky was full of meteors.
Yeah.
Though I have been asleep for a very long time, haven't I, Cal?
Yes. Don't worry. You're not alone. We'll help you get back on your feet.
You might not be wearing a proper attire, but now I am certain you are a Jedi.
Are you calling me a virgin?
I'll be there in a moment, Cal. Don't wait on my behalf. Oh, such strange buildings. Oh my, what is that?
Wait, what are we talking? Oh, you mean that guy? Oh, that's a freak of nature. Don't go anywhere near him. Remembers. But are we going in here? I guess I'm going in here. You're following me? It's not that I'm afraid of you dying, it's that, well, I don't want to have to deal with the body.
I'm not a Bedlam Raider spy. I'm a friend of Cal Kestis.
Cal, what's it? Look, I told you, buddy, you're in the wrong cantina. I don't know anybody named Cal Kestis.
Hey, Grease.
Oh, that Cal Kestis.
Found the gyro. We made it.
Good to see you, Cal.
Grease Dritus, this is Boda Kuna. He was on Coruscant. Wouldn't have made it out alive without his help.
Oh, all right. Hi, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I don't think I have another bed available.
You'll have to share one with me.
Another one? Cal, you have a very bad habit of picking up strays.
I am ZNA4, humble servant to the Jedi Order.
Oh, and very
I haven't
prissy.
broken the news yet.
She was trapped underground.
I've never seen this design before. This droid almost looks like an antique.
Did you find anything down there worth credits?
Credits? Cal, you have saved me, but I must ask more of you still.
Oh, here it comes.
I need a
Master
meal.
Centauri ordered me to open the forest array, but given my condition, I cannot fulfill that duty. Please. If I fail my mission, the key to Tanalorr may be lost forever.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Tanalor?
You've heard
They owe me money!
Yeah, it's an old prospector's legend about a lost world filled with treasure.
Maybe this droid proves it's more than a myth.
Could be worth checking out.
Yeah, but first, I gotta fix the menace before the raiders snatch it.
I'll escort you out there. Watch your back while you make the repairs.
Huh. Is he as tough as he looks?
No, but he's
This
just as
year,
dumb.
He's the best marksman I've ever met.
Okay. We'll take care of the menace.
I'll go see what's in the forest.
Thank you.
Trees, I would imagine.
As I'm in full operating order, I will join you in the forest array. Onward!
Z.
Whoa there, Heritage. While they're all sallying forth, why don't you ease up on the thrusters? Come along. I can get you tuned up, shined up, and caught up on the state of the galaxy.
Oh, sweet.
Cal, I'm gonna lock up the saloon so the raiders don't trash it.
I don't know how I feel about Z. Explore pipeline. Thanks to Cal's efforts, the Brockmares are reuniting, improving. New shops and activities now available. Domo shop unlocked. Recruit for the outpost. Across the galaxy, Cal can meet new residents who can help improve Brockmares' reach outpost. Okay. Goba Tuner. Activate Tower Republic era technology. Access new areas.
Nice battle droids for backup.
That's some serious firepower.
That's not exactly what I want to hear from my escort, pal.
Whoa, you're an escort?
You're in safe hands.
You'll be all right, Grease.
If you say so.
Well, he is an escort. He'll do things for you. He'll put stuff in his mouth.
So how is Kobo? You get away from it all like you wanted?
Oh, I had to, kid. Away from the Empire, the Haxian brood, escape all the trouble.
Trouble always seems to find us, Grease. Haven't you learned that by now?
Huh, no kidding. Just like that old droid, huh?
You think Z's trouble?
Are you chaffing me? She sticks out like potpourri at a pod race. Not that I'm too picky. You meet any more lost souls with sob stories, send them over to Pyloon, you hear? The place could use a little trouble.
And by that I mean if they have like a very depressing backstory, they might be alcoholics, and I can make a lot of money.
Good to see you landed on your feet, Cal. So how'd everything turn out?
Everybody died. You were there.
Bravo's gone.
Had a feeling. I'm really sorry, Cal. I know how much he meant to you.
He was a good friend. They all were. I'll miss him.
Definitely not your standard crew. I could tell that from the start.
They are all incompetent.
Babs,
That's why they died.
Bravo, the twins. We were close.
I understand. Just remember that you're not alone in all this.
Well, I mean, yeah, you
How'd
are.
hear about it?
Yeah, I mean,
I got your back
all
with them.
your friends are dead. Hey, do you have a mission or something?
You scrap anything useful out here?
Tons. As soon as something breaks or the raiders show face, folks abandon their projects.
So Kobo's a gold mine for scrappers like us.
You got that right.
Okay.
So,
And-
bartender, where's this oil bath you mentioned?
Coming right up, Heritage, coming right up. But something tells me you'd appreciate the soap more after we chat. Strap yourself in. I fear this update might be a little hard to process.
Oh, come now, I can bear a little bad news. Spare no detail.
Alright, everyone you know is dead.
Okay, a few years ago, the Supreme Chancellor decided democracy was out of fashion and declared himself emperor.
The Republic is no more?
I'm afraid so. In fact, these days, you'd be hard-pressed to name a planet free from Imperial control.
Calamitous indeed.
Heritage, you're looking a little low on power. Let's say we pause a tick so you can regain your bearings.
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Okay, well, that was short-lived. Hi, nice hat.
Weird bucket of bolts you dragged in.
Well, actually, she's a droid from the High Republic.
Don't care. Run along now.
I
You know
can
what?
see why you sit alone.
Yeah, that's how I feel about anything from the New Republic, the High Republic.
You brought that droid in? Saved her too, huh?
Just helped her get back on her feet.
And he asked for nothing in return.
Well, she did let me hang on to her tuner key.
Ooh, a tuner key. What? You found a real one?
That's right.
Do you think I could maybe...
You can't borrow it, Turgle.
Ah,
And what are you saying?
Listen, friend, what's your name?
It's Cal.
Moran. Charming. You seem
Yeah,
a
you're a
decent
real
sort,
moron, yeah.
Cal. Look, maybe you're just the latest fool to get tangled up with the Bedlam Raiders, or maybe you're the real deal. But this place will bleed you dry. Understand? Get out while you can.
Noted.
Moron. A washed-up trader whose best days are behind him. Moron always... whiles away his hours in the saloon, bemoaning the empire that's destroyed his livelihood. Okay, hi, Monk. Do you still have that, like, cleanophobia, whatever thing that your TV show was
How
about?
have you known both?
Not long. We worked together on Coruscant.
And what line of work exactly?
A little of this, a little of that.
I see. Say no more, Cal. Say no more.
By that, I mean shut up.
Actually, that reminds me of a colorful expression from Calistar. If you stand beneath the Presta bird nest, rain will come even in the desert.
And when the rain comes...
You best get out of the way.
Are you saying that the birds pee on you?
Hey, Z. Know anything about that forest array?
It's in the forest.
Thanks for coming up short, Cal, but it is surely the work of Master Kree.
How do you know?
In her time, she had no equal. There were other scientists and technicians, yes, but all that you see here on Kobo is her work, one way or another.
Okay. Whatever you say. Alright, the music here sucks. What is this? Have I been... I haven't been here. What, was this always here? Star Wars toilets. Didn't think I, I don't know if I want it. It's fossilized poo. Wash your...
know how this got there.
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
Just clean it up a little, buddy.
Clean it up a lot. Clean it up a lot. Wow, that's a lot of steam coming off of that.
Let's wash up.
Look at that. Look at all that steam. Oh my goodness. And why isn't it green anymore? It was green when it first came out. What is coming out of this thing? Now it's green again. Wait, what? What? Is this bathroom haunted? Gone droid, explain. Hey, you're a little butler! Ah, it's adorable. What's the deal with the green water coming out of the faucet? That turns into white... What? Wait, is it this? Interact. Oh, it's the same thing. Is it... Wait, does, like, soap and water come out at the exact same time? Is that possibly genius? Could we wash our hands with soapy water? Saving ourselves steps? I don't know. Found items. Well, I mean, yeah, I've got a lot. Okay, what are you? Oh, it's you. New shop available. Oh, we got this.
Well, hello, come on.
Hey, I'm busy. I'm looking. Okay, there's a workbench.
Come on in, look around.
I mean, there's a lot of things I want to look at, but you're not one of them. Oh. It's one of you. Hi. Okay, so what do you sell?
All goods acquired completely legally, thank you very much.
Oh, I don't know. This key code will open the locked door in Dorma's shop. And I need... Okay, that's kind of amazing. It's just a... What is this? Just a... Oh, it's a harness. Why would I want any of... What the? Music track.
Look at that.
Music track. Why would I want these? Why would I want any of these? Oh my goodness. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that.
You like that one.
Yeah, I guess I'll get this, but I hate a majority of what you have.
Some good-for-nothing raider triggered the security on my storeroom door, and now it's locked shut. Maybe your little droid can use this encrypted backup code to get...
Yeah, I already did. Stop talking to me.
You unlocked it. Feel free to take whatever you can make use of.
Alright, death sticks. Stop doing that. I don't like your elbow, whatever thing. Is that really the only thing that's in here? I paid 10 credits for... Okay. Am I watching the AVG episode because it sounds like it? Wait, the AV Anger video game? I mean, possibly, Lola. I mean, I love Star Wars, but... Star Wars can get goofy. Or maybe it's... I mean, again, it goes back to... What do the people who are currently in control of Star Wars want Star Wars to be? And is it different than what I want Star Wars to be? The answer to that question is yes, it is different than what I want Star Wars to be.
That's the gate Z told us about.
Oh, wow, I wonder how we possibly missed that. What am I doing here? Where am I going? What in the world? What is this? Oh! Oh, it's a side door to this thing! Oh, well, that's convenient. Why in the world would he have a side door to his private apartment? Rest, save, good, and is there other things for me to do? No, there isn't. Okay, I'm leaving. Alright, and then... Yeah, Rambler's Outpost. I am aware. Is there other... Hey, a pod racer! I don't want to do any pod racing in this game. And a burned down barn? What is this? Well, there's something in there. How do I get in there? Do I come over here? And then... No. Can I drop down? Can I... Come on, you're a Jedi! Climb over the fence! Well, wait, how do I... Do I do this? No. Do I... No. Am I... Yes! What can I help you with? You just want love?
That's it.
There's some love. You know, if I ever get hungry, you're totally gonna be barbecue. I want you to know that, whatever in the world you are. Hi, what are you? Can I ride you? I want to ride you. Stupid bird thing. Who are you? Hi, what do you want?
Glad you came to Kobo, Cal. You're a hard worker, aren't you?
I've done nothing.
Always putting others before yourself.
Not really. Give me stuff.
Smudge of dirt on your pants. A whiff of adrenaline.
That's my farts.
Your eyes dart for danger. Alert. I call it hunter's eyes. To trap game. A hunter refines her ability to observe. But for the record, your friendly demeanor don't fool me one bit.
That's right. I'll slit your throat if you're not careful.
Yeah. You're a natural hunter and you damn well know it.
Language, ma'am. What in the world? Oh, it's a bridge. I thought it was those giant robot things from Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky. Or, no. Yeah, it's Castle in the Sky. Also love the Angry Video Game Nerd. I haven't watched the Angry Video Game Nerd Lola for a long time. I mean, I like the Angry Video Game Nerd once upon a time, but just too much content. Too much internet. That's the problem.
I can't open it.
Well, shoot. You've got a lightsaber. What? Just bust the door to open. What's this I can't open it nonsense?
Sure thing, old timer. Whatever you say.
What's the dialogue? What's the dialogue? I love the dialogue in the B1 battle droids. Ow, they're done. What is that over there? Okay, where am I going? Okay, you're a person. Well, obviously.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
You're the one taking shots at the Raiders, right?
That's me.
Am I?
Bad idea. The Raiders have got eyes all over the Reach.
What kind of eyes?
Ravis has got a watchtower in the valley.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Figured you'd say that. Head towards the spires. Can't miss it. Of course, they won't miss you either. You know, because of the watchtower.
Wow, that's some interesting line delivery you have there. I wonder if you are just an intern, or possibly somebody that works at the studio, and we couldn't afford an actual voice actor to do these roles. So we just got Phyllis from the mailroom, and she did some of the dialogue. I can only imagine that is probably what we decide to do. You know, to save money. Because video games are expensive. And any way that we can save money is probably appreciated. But good luck out there. Die well. Stupid mailroom Phyllis.